Hello everybody! Happy Halloween! It's Halloween for me the whole month. In this video, I'm gonna be showing you how I made this super cute zombie cupcake. We're gonna start off by having our cupcake. I use the Wilton giant cupcake mold. If you want, you guys can carve it. I went out the easy way. As you guys can see, my bottom part, I didn't put enough batter, so it baked a little bit smaller. And I had to carve the top part because it looked like he had a hat, and I didn't want that. As you guys can see, I carved his hole in the head for the brain, his hole in the head for the little worm coming out, which he's been eating his brain. I carved out both of his eyes, and then I carved his mouth. I added a bite on the side, so we're gonna save those crumbs to make it more dramatic for his bite. And as you guys can see here, I'm using a really liquidy ganache mixture. I'm using it really liquid because I really wanted to get in between all of the details of the cupcake mold, of the cupcake, and I didn't want to lose all those indents and details. And just cover the whole thing. You guys can use buttercream if you want. You guys can use any type of frosting of your choice. And as you guys can see, I'm using this really small spatula to just get in between all of those details. So I decided to make this zombie cupcake because I recently started playing again Plant vs. Zombies, which I really like. Not the shooting game, just the other game. And I figured, oh, maybe we can do a zombie cupcake. So there it is. I didn't sketch it. Usually I sketch something, and I didn't sketch it this time. I just went with the flow and just baked him and started deciding what I wanted to do for him throughout while I was making it. So it took me a while. And then we're just gonna level the top, just get all of the excess off. And that's where I decided I wanted a bite, so I just scooped out a chunk of it and then just covered it with ganache again. Then I just roll my fondant. I have like a khaki type of green, maybe. I didn't want to drape it over as one piece, so I just cut it into 3 panels. And as you guys can see, I just poke a hole to release the air pressure. And I'm just going over every single indent of the cupcake bottom part with my fingers. Then I figured, oh, my fingers are too big. So I grabbed my fondant tool. And as you guys can see, it's working way better than my giant fingers. So you just want to cut the excess on the top. Then here I'm kind of making it like a bite. Didn't look like a bite much, but I tried. Then I'm cutting the excess on the bottom. Then I'm starting to work on my next panel. Then with another fondant tool, I just poked the holes of his eyes, his mouth, and then I'm working again inside all of my cupcake. Let's just say cupcake liner details. And there you guys can see I'm making a little cut to get the fondant to meet. And here I'm gonna make the same thing again. Just make a little cut, take the excess out. And then just get both of the panels to meet. And now the seam is seamless. No, I'm not cut for joking. I'm not good at that, so sorry about that. And then I just cut the excess on the top. Then I just went over with my ball fondant tool again, just to make those eyes and mouth a little bit wider. Then I'm using a little bit of more ganache to stick his head or his top head. I don't know, his frosting, but his brain is gonna come out of there, so it needs to be part of his head. And as you guys can see, I'm rolling out a little piece of blue fondant, took the excess out of cornstarch, and then just sprayed a little bit of water to stick it on. And I'm going over all of the details, going over his hole for the worm, every little line. And then I'm just gonna cut the excess, and as you guys can see, I cut a little bit higher than I was supposed to cut. But don't worry, we're gonna airbrush it, so it's not gonna, you guys won't see it at the end. And then now we're gonna work on his chunk of brain that's coming out of his frosting head. I just put a little ball of pink fondant, and then I roll pieces of fondant between my hands to make like little worms. Just started making some wiggles. I don't know, some asses, some brain chunks. Just started making some brain chunks. And you guys can use your imagination. You guys can just use a picture. That's what I did. I just googled a picture of a brain and just looked at it and tried to copy it and make it. And that's how the brain is supposed to look. I'm just going over on the outside to make it rounded. Then I just stick a piece of wire inside my zombie head. I just stab him with it, and I put a little piece of worm, little piece of fondant to make my worm. I made his little mouth, his little eyes, and I just make some indents to give him a little bit of texture. Then I just put a piece of brain in his mouth and just started poking it so it can look kind of chunky, kind of brainish. Then for his mouth, I put some pink fondant to look like his gums, but he's lipless. I don't know. He doesn't have any lips. He lost them. Now I'm just putting on some chunk of brown, light brown fondant to make his teeth. Now I just used a little bit of water to stick them on. And then I put a little piece of pink brown pink brownish fondant to his tongue. And then my camera died, but I just put 2 balls of white fondant in his eyes. And then I mixed a little bit of water, a little bit of Tylose powder to make like a kind of like piping gel consistency. And then I put a little bit of red and pink food coloring and just dab it everywhere I wanted blood. Put those cake crumbs on the side to make it more dramatic for the bite. And then just brush it all over the cake with that blood mixture. And I decided I wanted to make him some eyes and did the same for his little worm friend. And now he looks kind of cartoonish. His eyes, he looks kind of cartoonish. Then I airbrushed it a little bit to give it some color because I thought he looked kind of pale. And like I said, I didn't sketch him, I didn't plan him, so I just made him as I go. And that's my final zombie cupcake. And as you guys can see, I tried to hold the camera so you guys can see the details, but I am not good at holding my camera, so that's it, you guys. Thank you for watching. And if you like, just give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos. I'll see you guys next Tuesday. Bye bye.